Hi, everybody. It's here, Patsy, and I'm doing the Love Bible for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the time period between now and mid-July 2018. I already got some of the cards for you. We are going to be working with the two energies from the Gods and Titans and Goddesses and Sirens deck, and that's by Stacy DeMarco and Tony Menton. Two cards that came up for you were Set, talks about chaos, and Persephone, talks about cycles. So, you may be going through some chaos in your life. What it's saying to me is that this is just the natural part of life. That this is just part of your journey that you have to live through, that you have to deal with, and that I'm remembering one of the things that we said about chaos is that there had to be chaos before there could be love, right? So love comes out of chaos. All right, let's take a look at those energies and see if there's something else that we need to be aware of. So yeah, chaos is kind of like the Tower card, right? Trust that chaos is a part of the process of change. Some things do need to fall apart to reform into your desires. Hold your intention. So in other words, hold your intention means don't lose faith. Don't lose your goal. Okay, don't lose sight of your goal, right? Don't give up. Hold on to your intention through the chaos. The Egyptian god of the desert, of darkness, chaos, and storms is Set, or Seth, S-E-T-H. Now we know Seth was one of Adam's sons, right? After Cain and Abel, and that debacle, that chaos, the next son that we heard about in the Bible was Seth. An incredibly powerful god with many temples attributed to him, Set was the son of Nuit of the sky and Geb, G-E-D, of the earth, and he was a brother to Osiris. Set is a mysterious figure represented as a man with the head of a beast, including the features of an aardvark, a jackal, and even a greyhound. He is considered the dark brother of Osiris, whom he killed and dismembered in jealousy. Seth was the mighty lord of Upper Egypt and Ombos, which was situated in the western banks of the River Nile, and became the center of his cult. Seth was regarded as barren, just like the desert with which he was associated. In fact, even in later dynasties, when the followers of Horus demonized Set, the people of the desert still honored him with major temples in remote areas. Set parted chaos and embodied the organizing force of nature. He is a god of storms, and he could whip up destructive force from nothing, and as easily command this chaos to dissipate. So the energies of Set blow in from the desert. Know that all is not lost. There is such a thing as necessary chaos. Sometimes things need to fall apart so that they can reform into what we really want. While we are in a chaotic space, mentally and physically, everything seems confusing and hopeless. Yet we need to trust that we are simply in a place of transition. Everything feeling like we create chaos or can't escape someone else's chaos can be tiring and stressful. But out of chaos comes new beginnings. When we feel there's anarchy in our lives, we often find exactly the type of order that we need. There's also a yin to a yang, a dark to a light, and an east to a west. One is not better than the other, they just are. We must recognize duality in ourselves for maximum spiritual growth. Perhaps you're seeing chaos and not order at the present, and this is causing imbalance. His symbols are the Ankh, a scepter, and storms. Well, right now we know that those of us who live in the United States are experiencing some chaos that has been created by a jackal. But what this card is telling us that sometimes chaos is necessary in order for change to be established. Okay, let's take a look at Persephone. Persephone talks about cycles, right? It is time for a change and all will be positive. Respect your own natural cycles. Be mindful of seasonal changes and go with the flow, taking into account your diet and your activity level. All right, so we know that Persephone was taken away by Hades, all right, into hell, and that her mother Demeter made a deal with Hades that she would stay 6 months with him and 6 months with her, and that's how we get winter, spring, summer, and fall, because when she is coming and when she's with her mother, it's spring and summer, and when she's leaving to go back to Hades, it's fall and winter, right? So this is to remind you that cycles are natural. There are times to feel introverted and extroverted, energetic and restful, happy and sad. None of these are better than the other. There was a time when you were a baby, a time when you were a child, a time when you will grow older, each with its own joys and challenges. Take the time to connect with your own personal cycles and you can expect to reap many benefits, particularly physical ones. Don't expect yourself to be happy just because others are, or ready for the same steps at the same time. Let your body and mind experience your life naturally and without expectation based on someone else's cycles. Pressuring others to want the same things at the same time isn't healthy or respectful of your true self. Persephone's symbols are the pomegranate, a crown, spring, seeds, flowers, and a robed woman carrying a sheath of wheat. Wheat is also a symbol for the story of Ruth in the Bible. When Ruth loses her husband, she chooses to stay with her mother-in-law, even though her other sister, because her husband and his father and his brothers were all killed in war, I guess. And her mother-in-law, Naomi, told her and the rest of her sister-in-laws that they were free to go back to their families. And Ruth chose to stay with her father, with her mother-in-law, rather. And she was gleaning in Boaz's I guess it was his land. And that's when she met Boaz, B-O-A-Z. He was like the king or something. And he took her and her mother-in-law in. I don't know why that came to my mind, but just thinking about sticking with your plan and going with the flow. Ruth could have went back to her family, but she chose to stay with Naomi. She chose to remain loyal and faithful to someone who had been good to her. And in the end, they were both rewarded. She became part of Boaz's household and was able to provide a good life for herself and Naomi. So I guess this is saying that even in the chaos, if you choose love, it'll come out in your benefit. Go with what your heart tells you. So that may be a message for you for this love bite, Capricorn. So let's take a look. The romance angel cards came. I got 4 of them for you. And they were, give your relationship a chance. Let go of control issues. A reconciliation. Very soon. So those of you who are dealing with a relationship that is chaotic, you don't know where it's going, you're not sure about someone's loyalty, all right, know that this is just part of the journey. Give it a chance. Let go of control issues. Turn everything over to God, to your higher power, to Supreme Being, to whoever it is that you pray to, because the reconciliation is coming for you all very soon. From the Rider-Waite deck, we have Page of Pentacles. So this is talking about a message that you will be receiving about creating stability. This is a solid offer. Someone is going to come to you, or you may be coming to someone else, offering stability. And that fell on the Give Yourself a Chance card. The next card that came for you was the Ace of Cups. So this is love, big love. The offer that you've been waiting for, something you've been wishing for. Okay, you're going to get the emotional release that you've been seeking, is what I'm getting here. That's what I'm being told. There's going to be a peaceful resolution to something. It's going to be a lot of love and a lot of emotions expressed. So perhaps when this offer of stability comes, it's going to come with someone pouring their heart out to you. And that fell on top of let go control issues. So maybe the person that you have been wanting to hear from has control issues. But when they do come, they're going to be coming with honesty and with clarity and with love. The next 2 cards that came for you in this reading fell on top of reconciliation. And it was the Sun and the Fool. So this is a new beginning. This is a new beginning. Someone is ready to step out on faith, start anew, fresh, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to work out. There is going to be no problems with not trusting. Yeah, this is going to be letting go of the control issues, letting go of the past, giving your relationship a chance, starting over square one, stepping out on faith. And here is this Knight of Pentacles. So we started here with the Page of Pentacles, and now that has grown to the Knight of Pentacles. So this is positive movement, right? Positive movement. He or she is offering you stability, and it's only going to get better from there. Both of you are going to be offering each other stability is what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing. And this fell on top of very soon. This looks very positive here, Capricorn. You're doing all right here. All right, so just know the chaos that you have been experiencing is just a temporary situation, part of the things that you have to go through in order to end up where you're supposed to be. From the Mermaids and Dolphins deck that I just picked up, and you all saw me do that, the card that fell out was Accept Heaven's Help. You've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. You manifested this. You may not have manifested the chaos, but you wanted a new beginning, and you wanted this wish to be fulfilled. And so we can't tell them how to do it. They just do it. It may not look the way we wanted it to look, but it's on its way. Okay? So just move and get out the way. Heaven is going to help you, and they're going to do it in their way, with in their time, because they're not going to skip any lessons. They may even, being told, they may accelerate the lessons. That may be what the chaos is, because maybe it's too much going on at one time. It's a lot, very heavy. But again, that's part of it, because you prayed for it and they want to give it to you. Divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles, Capricorn. You're being helped. You're being supported. But you're learning. There's a lesson to be learned in all of this if you pay attention to. Don't focus on the chaos. Try to step back from it a little bit and see if you can figure out what the lesson is. And that'll help you, ease your mind a little bit, because it'll give you something else to think about, right? Try to see what it is that you are supposed to be learning. And then watch it happen. Watch your wish come true. Ashe. Okay, we have any more messages for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for their love bite. Have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Beautiful. Accept heaven's help. Divine magic. Have faith. You're getting what you want. It's coming to you, even though it looks crazy right now. It'll all make sense in the end. And I know that's what everybody always says about everything, right? But that's how life is. That's how this human existence is. You never know. You just got to have faith and believe. All right, so let's see if we can get... Wait, I want to do the Conscious Spirit Oracle cards now. Thank you, Eagle. Let's see what they have to say about the situation for you today. I have been off a few days, but I had gone down south to see my grandchildren, and I was doing some of the readings, and as I was getting ready to do this one, I was told, let it go. Leave it alone. Enjoy you've been working very hard, they said, and they wanted me to enjoy my time and to let myself enjoy my family, my friends, and get out in nature. Just take a break. And then after I got home, of course, I was exhausted because I drove both ways myself alone, even though there are people in the car that could have driven, but that's okay. There was a reason, right? And of course, I was wiped out because MS does not play. And then I cracked a tooth, so I went to the dentist and got my nails done because they were looking quite crazy. And I said, I can't even go on camera with a cracked tooth and crazy nails. So took care of all of that yesterday. Today I came downstairs since 9 o'clock and it is 4:52. And this is the first thing I've been able to start to record. And those people, there are people who are waiting for private, personalized readings, and I'm going to get to those too. But I was led to get this out of the way, especially since I had already gotten these cards when I was away. I said, well, I gathered them up since the spirit said stop. I gathered them up, put them in my bag, and now you're getting your reading. So the significators and the romance angel cards and the uh, Rider-Waite deck, those were the energies I had already gotten for you. These three cards that just came out of the Mermaids and Dolphins deck, that's brand new. And so is number 7, Sacred Space. I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. And that's what happened to me when I was away, because I was out in nature. I gave myself a break. This is talking about you creating a sacred space for yourself in nature. Going outside and letting yourself be in the sun. Sit by a waterfall or a pond or a lake and just enjoy the serenity of nature. It's healing. Very healing. Liberating even. I'm glad that I did that. It really made me feel better. It gave me a lot of clarity. So I recommend that. All right. So let's see. These are by Kim Dwyer, if I didn't say. This is the Conscious Spirit Oracle by Kim Dwyer. Okay. Alrighty. Next card that came for you was 31, Embrace Change. 3 and 1 is 4, so that's foundational. All right. So what's going on with you is going to reestablish who you are, your next phase of your life, the next chapter. Embrace this change. I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life. Again, cycles. Accepting what is and going with it with confidence. Confidence, knowing that your spirit guides are with you and that God has your back. Believing and having faith and not being afraid of what is ahead of you. However it goes. And the next card that came here for you was Crystal Ascension. I am attuned to the universal kingdom and the energy of the crystal kingdom. So this may be talking about you getting messages, text messages, maybe in regards to the situation. You're going to get your confirmations, maybe. This also talks about being too tied into electronics and that kind of energy. Okay? Again, taking a break, going out, getting with nature. So this could be that you're receiving messages electronically, and also the need to disassociate yourself or to lessen your time, the time that you spend around electronics. Messages that you may be receiving on by text or by Skype or Messenger or Facebook or something like that. Something that has to do with electronic transmissions. But at the same time, it's saying that you should maybe step away from being too stuck by the computer or stuck with, If you're going out in nature, leave the cell phone in the car or leave it home or something. I guess that's what it's saying. Like, don't carry it with you. When you do go out and you are enjoying nature, focus on nature and turn off all of these gadgets that we have for people to contact you. Because no, usually they're not telling you nothing that can't wait, okay? So if you're that important, then call who you think is going to be trying to reach you while you're out and let them know that you're just going to be taking a break for a day or two or a few hours or whatever it is, and turn off the phone and keep it going and get in touch with nature. Breathe the fresh air. Go to the river. Go to the ocean. Go to the beach. You know, go out and have drinks and sit in a sidewalk cafe with a friend. You know, do something else. Give yourself a chance. Give your brain a chance to rest, because you've been worrying and fretting about the situation because it's chaos. Okay, and what they're saying to you is that you can step away from the chaos because they're doing your work. All right, you've done enough. Ashe. From the Native Spirit Oracle, Thunder Drum just fell out. Thunder Drum. Let's see what that's about. Thunder Drum. Okay. Stand up and be counted. Don't be shy about sharing your gifts and letting the world know about your value. Declare with authority, this is who I am and this is what I stand for. Also, make a stand for those who are less fortunate. Take risks. Be assertive. Walk in rhythm to the beat of your own drum. This is not the time to step back or aside. So this may have something to do with social issues, things that are going on around you that are not necessarily tied to this romance situation, but maybe it is. Maybe you need to let whoever it is that you're interested in or who is giving you all this chaos listen. Do you not know? What did Beyonce say? You must not know about me. Maybe that's something that you need to let that person know. Okay, you must not know about me. Throughout the world, indigenous people have called spirit through drumming. Drumming is used to activate one's fighting spirit before the battle, as well as for joyous celebrations and sacred ceremonies. It was also used for healing rituals. In every case, the drum beat is used to open spiritual realms. A thunder drum calls for the thunder beings from the sky, and they arrive with passion and incredible vitality. Drawing this card means it is time to step into your passion. Take a stand in life for what truly matters to you. So, the chaos that we're seeing from the jackal that we're dealing with now as a nation, we don't have to take this. We can stand up and say, this is not who we are. This is who we are. A little while ago, I heard them say that now they're going to be transferring these families to military bases throughout the United States. They have a child that is 8 months old that they put on a plane and took them away, him or her away from their parents. And they're not saying what the little girls are, actually. All we've been seeing, all the images that we've been seeing is little boys. Where are the little girls? They're talking about putting these children in foster care. The people in foster cares around the states have no idea that this was happening. Talking about setting up tents or military bases to house these children. This is not who we are. Well, actually, it is. The United States started off like this, all right? Doing this to Africans, separating families, separating mothers and fathers from their children, kidnapping people. But we had thought that we were growing away from that, at least that part of our history. We figured, well, we're done with that part. But apparently, Someone did not get history class in military school. They didn't learn. They didn't get that lesson. And so now, this chaos, within this chaos, there are those of us who love our country, but we're realistic about the negativity and the evil that is the undercurrent. And when you have a situation where 97% of the population is saying, "What the hell are you doing?" and no one can stop them. This is some scary shit, you guys. This is some scary shit. I'm sorry to do this in your love reading, but really, you all need to pay attention. And those of you who are Trump fans, I'm sorry for you. I really am. Because you all have drank the wrong Kool-Aid, okay? He's a psycho. And yes, I said it. And if if YouTube is going to shut me down because I said that, oh well. But he's psychotic. Something is wrong with this person. And it is beyond help. He's beyond help. I'm waiting for them to say that they're going to send these people to Guantanamo Bay. I'm telling you, this person that we are dealing with, babies can't be held, can't be comforted by those people who are taking care of them. And there are too many children and there's not enough staff. And then when they put them on military bases, we still won't be able to help them. We still won't be able to reach them. The media won't even be able to go in and see what's going on because it's military bases. And who's paying for this? I was telling them the other day, and I'm going to say it now. The plan is really to set up housing for these families right outside the border, and it's going to be paid for by the government funds. And guess what? Who's going to benefit from that? The Trump people, because that's how they started in this country making this money. He already knew, he knows he can't do any more casinos because he don't know what the hell he's doing. Okay, and so he's got to try to find a way to create some more generational wealth for himself and his family. And how did they start off, besides the whorehouses that they were running out in the gold rush and up in Canada? With housing, government subsidized housing. That's what him and his father got sued for not adhering to the discrimination laws under the Nixon administration. And that happened twice that they were sued for discrimination. But those subsidized houses that his family still owns, that they still are getting checks for, believe that. As much as he talks about people, he's the biggest welfare recipient in New York, okay? That's why New Yorkers knew who the hell he was. And we were trying to warn everybody. Starrett City, Brooklyn, Queens, look it up. Right outside of Coney Island. And who were the residents when he first started, his father just first started Starrett City? Russian people. So he's not afraid of Russian people. He grew up with them. He's a clown, folks. He's a clown. And this is going to end up being government subsidized housing. It's going to be Starrett City South. And his family is going to get money from the government for subsidizing this housing for these people who will be stuck between Mexico and the United States. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. That's what's going to happen. That's what's up. That's what's going to be going on. Sorry. Anyway, folks, let me get back to my work, all right? But we got to pray. We have to pray, folks. And that drum, yes, yeah. All those of you who are Christians and whatever, yo, act like it. But it's sad. It really is. Even his own people, even Billy Graham's son, who is no friend of the minority community and is just as crazy as he is, even he has come out against this policy. How can you not? How can you watch babies being ripped away from their mothers? They don't even speak English. Evil. Evil. Just evil. Anyway, so we're going to get a card from you from the Sacred Rebels guidebook by Alana Fairchild. I'm sorry, the Sacred Rebels deck. And the Journey of Love deck. Journey of Love is by Alana Fairchild Rasuli and Michael Cohen. And the Sacred Rebels is also by Alana Fairchild. Okay? So, let's see what the Journey of Love has to say. This also was, I got this when I was away, so I held on to it, put it inside of the book. So this is a card that came out for you before I started this rant, so it's not affected. Card number 10, 3-1. 3-1. Card number 10. There is a heavenly child in your midst. It may be within your heart, in your womb, or a glimmer in your eye, soon to be. This child holds the key of the fulfillment of a process that is happening for you now. This child may be a physical culmination of your marriage or commitment to another. It may be symbolic birthing or a new self after time of learning to bring male energies of protection and discernment together with female energies of feeling and creativity, whether within yourself or in a relationship with another. That child might symbolically be a new life, an improved relationship, a book, or a new job. Completely renewed way of dealing with what was once a challenging issue and soon won't be an issue for you anymore. Just to name some examples, from masculine to feminine to child, there is now just one, and a new reality dawning with grace. This oracle holds a message for you. A new life is upon you now. You're being reborn, and you will be giving birth to what is meant for you in this lifetime. There's no need to worry. Just pray with an open heart that you will be supported to fulfill your destiny. You already are, of course, but prayer can help you realize it. The rest is in the loving and capable hands of the divine. There's a poem. Love is what makes the heart beat faster. The lump in my throat. The feeling of missing you so much that I can't wait to be with you again. And there we are. And then we are. I look into your eyes deeper and I know the unspoken words that say I love you and feel words in return. How short life seems, but what I feel with you lasts forever. May love be the compass that guides you on the course of a lifetime. I'm imagining children, and because there's love in relation to families and children. And while I was reading that, I just kept hearing the voice of a child saying this to their parent. Okay, so from the Sacred Rebels book, we got number 44, Visions of Life Beyond Death. Now, before I read this, I wanted to say that this, again, is confirming these messages here, okay? Knowing that the new life is coming to you. Just like this sun card. Now my mascara is burning my eyes. Stupidity, all right? The sun is about newness, right? New beginning, okay? This confirms that. So some new beginning, it could be a baby, it could be a child coming into your life, or it just could be a new start, all right? Something new. And number 44, Visions of Life Beyond Death. I have to pause for a second. Give me a second, folks. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's not even cheap mascara. It's MAC. But it just was burning my eye and I had to stop. Okay, so number 44, Visions of Life Beyond Death. And this is wisdom here. And this is a peacock and a crow. So this change, this new beginning, this transformation, this reincarnation is going to be beautiful. And it's going to bring you wisdom. So all of this hurt and all of this pain that you can't even imagine what is going to happen now. It's going to give you wisdom. There's going to be wisdom from this situation, from this chaos, these cycles, right? You're going to learn how to accept the cycles of life. And again, number 44 is a master number. 44. Fours are foundational, which we already spoke about. So you're going to manifest this new beginning with wisdom. This is coming with wisdom. There's a lesson for you to learn. All right, let's see what this is saying. Number 44. And that's from the Sacred Rebels deck, again by Alana Fairchild. Number 44. Oh, that is is that the last? No. Next to the last card in this deck. Okay. Number 44. Sacred vision is awakening within you. You're becoming blessed with the ability to truly see. To see what is real rather than what appears to be. This is true insight. What was once considered consequential may soon be found to hold little consequence after all. What was once dismissed as an irritation or irreverence may be seen to have a great spiritual significance. As mundane as something once appeared, it could now be worthy of absolute attention. The gift of genuine vision takes you into the being of the universal creator. This is sacred terrain, beyond logic, convention, and that which is limited in any way. The more open you are to receiving true vision, the more love you will feel and recognize within and around you. Something may appear to change form, to be shed, to be lost, or to die, but there is love within it always. This realization doesn't remove the pain of the loss. It does provide a way through it. It does provide a way through which it can be healed and eventually transformed into peace. Peace after chaos. The vision of love, the truth of it all can move us more than anything else possibly can. If you have been wondering about your life path or whether you should take an action on a project or you need inspiration to really move out of a slump you've fallen into, then this oracle brings you a message of hope. Ashe. You will receive your vision. You will be graced with a way out of stagnancy. You will be able to see things differently. I just got a message as I was saying that. That's why I said Ashe. I don't know if you all could hear that little bell. You will be able to see things differently and more accurately. Any confusion or uncertainty that you have felt is going to pass, and you will be left with clear insight. The stories that you have been feeling or feeding yourself or telling yourself may end up looking different to how they appear right now. This may surprise you, but the vision that is coming to you will be more truthful and therefore freeing. It will be worth the shock, the surprise, or the moment of embarrassment when you realize that you have been operating under false assurance or deluding yourself about the truth of a situation. These moments will pass, and they're not something to feel bad about. They signify that you are leaving behind a smaller view for a more expansive one. They are a sign that you have outgrown your old vision in order to live in a bigger one. This is good. There might be a moment when your ego feels a little dented, but sure enough, that too will pass. Now, y'all know that's my favorite saying, this too shall pass. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. You're being watched over by life and held in protection. Whatever has been bothering you will not be able to harm you. You will prevail. If you're concerned that someone is getting away with something or blocking your path and it seems that there's nothing you can do about it, don't worry. The all-seeing eye of life perceives everything without exception. It is the universal mother with eyes not only in the back of her head, but in every living cell of life itself. She misses nothing. Ashe. And the truth of her vision will always be met with justice, mercy, and wisdom. This oracle is also asking you to shift your perceptive and look at an issue of concern a little differently. If you don't know how to do this, simply add the following statement to the end of the healing process. There's a healing process here. I call upon the universal eye to show me the most helpful way to see this situation of concern now. In shifting how you look at things, the energy in what is beheld changes. You can see this with people. When you shame and judge someone, they react differently to when they are loved and encouraged. They may succeed nonetheless, but the journey to that success will be different. Looking at something through the eyes of love rather than fear can help us find our way more quickly, easily, and enjoyably. This oracle comes with the additional message that your ability to perceive is expanding into truth. Your ability to be inspired and see the light of things in all things is unfolding. It must be nourished in your heart with loving acceptance because you are going to help others through your vision, your art, and how you choose to be in the world. The healing process below will help you accept the anchor of this developing gift. Say aloud, I now release any fear I have associated with seeing the truth, with seeing beyond the veil of illusion, or with my inner vision opening up from my heart, mind, and body. I release any wounding that I have received in relation to what I have witnessed at any time, especially where it is based in the fearful responses of others. I ask that my vision be restored to its fullness through compassion and unconditional love. I call upon the universal I to show me the most helpful way to see this situation of concern now. Close your eyes and imagine love pouring down from the universe straight into your head, reaching beyond your eyes and feeling really good. When you have had enough of this, simply open your eyes and imagine you can breathe or exhale any excess energy gently out through them. Then you have finished your healing process. So, Capricorn, that's your love bite with a rant by Patsy included. But anyway, as far as your love bite is concerned, whatever the situation is that has been going a little crazy for you and you're ready to give up, you're tired of this nonsense. This message is to tell you that there's lessons for you to learn, there's healing to be had, and it's going to all work out in the best way at the best time for everybody involved. That all this chaos will pass. Okay, so I hope that this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like and share, and I'll be talking to you all soon. I'll be coming back in the beginning of August with July. In the beginning of July with your August general reading, and the middle of July with your mid-month love bite. Okay, so thank you all for your patience and for your love, your comments, your requests for readings. I'm going to get up. I'm going to just finish all these love bites, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the month doing these personalized readings. Okay? Thank you all very much, and I'll be talking to you soon. I love you guys. Stay prayed up, okay? And let's pray for those families and those babies, those children. Okay? Let them be reunited with their parents. Ashe. Amen.